Rise for Shay Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. Oh baby, nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. You know why? Because I've got tenacity. That's right. I've got stick-to-itiveness. That's what I said. Stick-to-itiveness. Nothing is going to cause me to give up. You know why? Because this is information that you need to help yourself and help your family, your friends, and your frenemies ignite and take flight. And if you were on the broadcast earlier, you know we had a little computer glitch or what have you, whatever you want to call it. But guess what we're going to call it? We're going to call it a challenge, and we've got the solution right here and now. So if you haven't jumped on board yet, if you're standing around wondering what to do, let me help you out. Come on in, tell a friend, tell your best friend, tell your worst friend, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your kids to come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table for you. So come on in. I've got a fabulous guest for you. I've got the remarkable money doctor that's here to talk to you about your finances, about helping you help yourself ignite and take flight and take control of your life, especially in the realm of your finances. So many people have been talking about unemployment checks. They've not gotten them and they're barely hanging on by a thread. So I would say to you, if you don't know what to do, you are in the right place and in the right space, because I've got the money doctor here for you. So come on in. If you haven't liked, shared, and started a watch party by now, go ahead and share, like, and start a watch party. The other thing I'd like you to do, please, because it's going to help you, get a notepad and make sure you get a pen. And I always tell the women, if you can't find a pen in the bottom of your purse, get your eyebrow pencil. Everybody's got an eyebrow pencil. Well, all the women anyway. Some of the men do too. But in any case, get what you need so you can get what you need. So get what you got to get what you need. So come on in and tell a friend. I want to say hi to the folks that's already streaming in. Looks like I'm streaming into myself as well. Hey, I like it. So come on in. I have got a phenomenal guest for you. He is a multimillionaire. He's been around the block a few times, and I don't mean on his feet. I mean in cars and in the financial world, okay? In the financial world. And he is going to help you today understand why it is so critical to have yourself set financially in life. And as we get ready to get started with this broadcast with the money doctor, make sure you have something nice to drink. I am drinking another glass of Robios tea, and it looks like I've got a little surprise in here. I've got some fresh lemon, some ginger, and some turmeric in here. And it looks like it's mixed with green tea as well. So that's what I'm drinking. And this is to your health. So while you're making sure you got something nice to drink, come on in. If you're in, once you get in, go ahead and say hi. Put a number 1 in the comment block below so that I know you're here. But also, please put in where you're coming from. We want to know where our viewers are coming from so we can send a special thank you to you and give you some kind of props when you come in. So with no further ado, hold on to your seat because you're going to feel the heat. That's right, because we're getting ready to get hot on the box right now. And if you haven't yet, go ahead, run and tell a friend and tell your friend of me to come on in. Hey, Donald Mealy, all the way from South Carolina. It is so great to see you. As you come in, folks, come on in and put in where you're coming from because we want to know. With no further ado, I'm going to get this show started. Come on in. Travis Mitchell. Hey, mwah, I love you. That's my cousin, Travis Mitchell. Good to see you, darling, all the way from Richmond, Virginia. Go ahead, Travis. Tell the family, tell your friends, tell your frenemies too. Come on in and get a notepad and a pen because my friend, soon to be your friend, the money doctor, Dexter Sadler, is here on the box with us. And we're getting ready to bring him into the show right now. So if you want him to come into the show, go ahead and put a 2 in the comment below. And here we go. Welcome to the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer that is intended to be here just for you. And we are here with my fabulous guest, Dr. Money Man himself. This is the Money Doctor, Mr. Dexter Sadler. Hey, how you doing, Doc?
Doing super fantastic. I tell you what, Lotus, there is got to be a powerful blessing message that's coming through your airwaves to the people today, because the devil, the enemy, is trying to block the message. But I love your attitude. It's just like mine. And that attitude is, I refuse to lose. If it ain't one way we get in, my philosophy, if you can't get them through the front door, get them in the back door. If you can't get them in the back door, get them through the window. Whatever door you got to get in, get in.
I love it. I love it. High five to you, Doc. High five to you. I love it. So I want to say hi to Edgar. Edgar was on with us earlier. He couldn't hear you. So Edgar, thank you for coming back with us all the way from Mexico. Good to see you. We got Travis Mitchell. Mwah, I love you, all the way from Richmond, Virginia. Of course, Donald Mealing is in the house from South Carolina. And of course, I'm in the house. And of course, so many more people are streaming in. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you. Now, Doc, I've told the folks, if they have not gotten a pen and a pad, they need to go get it. I've even told the ladies, and Dr. Cheryl Ivaniski is on here with us, and I've even told the ladies, get your eyebrow pencil. It don't matter. Just make sure you got something to write with to take down these knowledgeable nuggets that's going to enhance you in the realm of your finances. So, Doc, you and we talked about the fact that so many people in the middle of these trying times have been having such hard times with finances, and especially now where they can't go out to work. Some places are still not open up and they can't go out to work, but people are expected to pay their bills. And so many people have been waiting on their unemployment checks. And guess what? They haven't come. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. How people can understand, one, about the unemployment check, why it's taken so long, first of all. And then, why are so many companies pushing people to go back to work way too soon? What is that all about?
Well, thanks for having me on the broadcast today. It is an honor and a privilege, especially to share the knowledge. Let's go to the first point, is why is it taking so long? Well, never in the history of unemployment has there been such a massive, sudden load of people requesting unemployment insurance at the same time. There are millions per week. Now, right now, there's over 30 million people who have filed for unemployment. Now, we're talking about in the past 3-4 weeks. Now, understand that even in the municipalities where the offices have to process these unemployment requests, most of them are also doing what? Social distancing. Yep. So therefore, there's limited staffing of people working from home to process this extreme caseload of unemployment requests. So yes, there is going to be a delay. Don't be surprised if you don't start receiving your first check until June, somewhere in whatever part of June it comes. But now the second question is, why are they trying to get people to go back so soon? Well, part of it is political, I think, has nothing to do with science or medical doctors' advisement, because they're saying that it is too soon. They say don't go yet. I would say they should wait another 2 weeks, but people are saying, I want my life back. Well, they're saying politically, we want to get America running again. I agree, you must get the economy back running again. But here's the deal. If you look at it from the okie doke, is what I call it. If they force you to come back to work, in other words, some companies, the states are saying, okay, we're okaying you, that's the okie doke, we're okaying you to go back into business operations, but you got to scale back to about 50% capacity of what you can take on as far as customers. Huh. Well, in that case, look at 2 points. Number one, if you are trying to make it on 100% capacity, now you're forced to go the throttle back to 50% capacity. You still have 100% operation cost to be open. So now you cannot make the money you need to pay the bill for being open. Number two, those folks who work for these companies, now you're qualified for unemployment because you're not able to go back to work because the work is closed. But when they open the job that you work for back open, and you choose, because the pandemic is still out there, the virus is still out there, and people are still getting sick and dying, they force you into a literal do or die situation. Because if your job is available for you to work and you choose, because of your health concern, not to go back to work yet, then you forfeit your right of unemployment compensation. But if you do go back to work, then you risk your life, literally speaking, a do or die.
Wow. So what I'm hearing you say, and correct me if I'm incorrect, I'm hearing you say that if people don't go back to work, they can really lose out because one, they're not going to get unemployment and they stand to even lose their job because they are so fearful of the COVID because we know it's not over.
It is not over, ladies and gentlemen. It is not over. That's why I say if you don't have to be out and about, stay home. The life you save might be your own or those that you care about.
Wow. So let me ask you this, because so many people say, well, what am I going to do if I refuse to go back to work? Because I know that people are still getting sick. They had a minister actually on, I saw he was ministering to people, laying hands on people, and then he ended up passing from the COVID himself because, he felt, I guess I would only imagine he felt, I'm a minister. I've got to go out. I've got to, help people. And he did it from the love of his heart, but he still passed. And we've got a lot of frontliners, a lot of nurses and doctors and our postal workers. I'm going to be doing an episode coming up on our postal workers. Our postal workers, no one is mentioning our postal workers. They're there every single day. And guess what? If they're not there touching thousands of people's mails, they may lose their job. So what can a person do? Because literally they're in between a rock and a hard place.
That's a catch-22, isn't it? Well,
yes, it is.
I look at it from two perspectives. One of them, as I mentioned about, is on the science and medical side, which says not too soon. And then when you do go out, please do the right thing. Social distancing, wear masks, gloves, sanitize, wash your hands. So many people are just not even following the national mandate established by the Center for Disease Control. Now, imagine if we go full throttle and people are already ignoring social distancing, just the rules. There's a new norm that's been established. We just have to use our common sense. See, I remember the news report you mentioned about the pastor who passed away from the COVID-19 illness. And now I'm a Christian man. I believe in God. I know Christ got me covered. But also God gave me common sense too. See, so I'm not going to go out here and try to be God. Let God be God. Now, let's look at it on the political side. We are unfortunately in a political atmosphere with an election year coming up. High unemployment and a bad economy are bad for anybody running for anything political, especially in the White House. Now,
Yes.
so when you look at the scenario of high unemployment, so what do they want to do? They want to push get back to work. Yes, we need to get America running again, but don't do it prematurely because we'll throw ourselves back another 3 to 6 months. But get America running again, that lowers unemployment, which looks good for the politicians. But when you also look at what they're doing on the municipality side, when you go back to work, you lose your unemployment. But you could also lose your health. In fact, you could also lose your life. When it comes to the post office, oh wow, that is another big one. We need those people. Okay, I know you can get things shipped FedEx and Amazon and whatever, but understand that the postal service is always going to be somebody. Somebody in the postal service system has got to touch that package, even though somebody else is delivering it to your home. Now, what if they shut down the postal system? Can you imagine what chaos that's going to create in America? If you think it's bad now, it's just a way of compounding. It's like throwing some salt into a fresh wound, salt with alcohol in it. That's what it's like.
Wow. So really quickly, we've got some folks streaming in from all over the country, and I want to say a special thank you and hello to Live with Larry all the way from North Carolina, Angela Eltine all the way from Washington, D.C. And as you come in, get on in here and get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you here at the Lotus Crochet Ignite Show. So I want to say that we've got a couple of comments streaming in. And I want to welcome Mr. Bernardo Garcia to the show. He's an amazing author. He just released the #1 international best-selling author in Mexico, Canada, and United States. So congratulations, Bernardo Garcia. And his remark to something that we said earlier was this: the operation costs remain the same, and our production is at 50%. So we must make changes. Also, I am experiencing that many employees are quitting and prefer to go under unemployment. And so that may be a push why unemployment is saying go back to work. Why? Because so many people are leaning on unemployment and record numbers like never before. And Bernardo also had this to add: we must take all the precautions. I totally agree. I still have my venue business closed, and it is a huge loss. But this is what I heard Bernardo say. He agrees because it is very dangerous, and we must all take precaution. So there are a lot of company owners, and Bernardo owns B&B Insurance in Texas. There are a lot of company owners who say, you know what, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk to put my people at risk to have them come out. And you know, the postal workers are taking that type of risk every day. And I want to thank Bernardo for your comment. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us all the way from Texas. And Cheryl Lynn Ivaniski, Dr. Cheryl, good to see you. She says, yes, postal workers need recognition, and it's a tough position. So Dr. Cheryl Lynn Ivaniski, I'm betting on you to join me on my next show when I'm talking about the postal workers. So thank you for your comment. And Ruth Verby is going to be in an upcoming summit that we've got going on with Robert J. Moore. We've got the COVID-19 business summit coming up, and Ruth Verby is one of the hosts. And she said, amen, let God be God, because we can't kind of get in God's way. We have got to remember that we've got to allow God to do what God's going to do. If we ask God, hey, God, we need you to do something, we've got to let God do what God's going to do. And I want to say a special hello to Dr. Indy White. Dr. Indy White, she's joining us. Dr. Indy, where are you joining us from? Let everybody know. She's a phenomenal author. She's got an upcoming book that she co-authored, stepping into our territories with a myriad of co-authors, specifically Miss Janelle Harris of She Exists. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for putting in where you're coming out from. Canada, we've got Canada in the house. We've got We've got Africa, Nigeria, Africa in the house. We've got so many people from all over. And if I don't get to see your post, just know that I love you and I'm happy we're here and you're here. But tonight, I want to share with you that we understand that there are so many things going on and that so many people are worried because they can't get unemployment. They can't go back to work because of fear. And what the money doctor was talking to us about is why this is happening, why people are being rushed back right now to go back to work and what's going to happen if you don't go back. And we just talked about that. So what I want to ask now, Doc, I want to ask about cash flow from home opportunities. And if any of you that are listening have some cash flow opportunities, go ahead and list it in the comment below and IM me. And if you want to come on my broadcast, let me know because you can be a celebrity on the show. So let's talk about the cash flow from home opportunities, Doc.
Well, that's a great one because right now during this pandemic, there are so many people that are out of work and they're social distancing, forced to be what we have to do, shelter in place, be at home. And I have an opportunity that I've been sharing with people that's really been helpful, and I feel very good about it because I'm helping people to generate cash flow. That's what people are needing right now. During this time, while they're waiting on unemployment or waiting on things to get back to some sense of normalcy, they still need some cash flow to pay bills, to eat. So I'm able to provide them a stay at home, work from home, and turn your smartphone, your laptop, desktop, tablet into a cash register. What we're doing is just using technology, working from home, and being able to reach out to so many people. And the income shifting membership is what we're helping people to look at, learn about, because the income shifting membership is a membership that makes you money. That's what it does. Income shifting is a financial strategy that teaches you how to convert your money from going out and losing money. In other words, helping you to be able to take money that you're spending that's costing you money to convert it to things that make you money, such as taxes, such as debt, bad credit, such as a W-4 form that you filled out when you started a job. You filled it out incorrectly according to the Internal Revenue Service. We just teach you how to do that thing correctly. The income shifting membership has 5 cash flow strategies. That's strategies that make you money. This is what is exciting people. And what's exciting me is knowing that I have saved some families from further plummeting deeper and deeper into financial abyss. I have people who already, since the pandemic, have been able to increase their cash flow working from home by an extra 2,000 to some 2,500 more per month working part-time from home, just sharing knowledge and information with our income shifting membership. That's what we're doing. And it's turning people's lives around. There is a new norm taking place. For example, there are some businesses that will survive this pandemic when it's over. But there are 2 things that they're going to have to do to get things back on the right track. Number one, they've got to cut expenses, which means that there are a lot of companies that is nothing personal, but it's business. They're going to have to cut expenses by cutting people. Employee wages, salaries, and benefits, that's the number one expense of a business. That's not their number one expense is not the taxes, not the rent, not the utilities. It's employee wages, salaries, and benefits. They're gonna have to cut. They cut people and then cut back how much they pay the ones they keep. The second thing they must do, they must raise revenue, which means the price of your goods and services are going to have to go up so that you can become profitable. That's the key thing, profitable on small businesses, which runs America. The majority of the businesses in America are small businesses. And then big businesses, what are they going to do? They're going to do the same thing, raise prices and cut people. What's coming as a result of that? Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the next round of inflation. Cost is getting ready to go up. Unfortunately, costs of goods and services are going up while people's income, wages, and salaries are going down. So yes, there are income opportunities that you can make from home. I have been honored to be able to provide people a work from home benefit that uses your smartphone, your laptop, desktop, tablet, and be able to just share knowledge. And I copy success. And I'm gonna finish. I copy success. See, I'm not a copycat. I just know how to copy the right cat, the Johnny Carson show. See,
Mhm.
there was a show called the Johnny Carson Show. He had a sidekick with him
Mhm.
named Ed McMahon, who got
Mhm.
very, very rich on that show. But what did he do? He had 2 words every night. Here's Johnny, and sit down. And Johnny comes out and talks. Well, that's what I do. You introduce me, here's the money doctor. I come out and teach about personal finance because that's what people are gravitating to when they're coming in and hearing what I'm teaching about taxes, about debt, about strategies to improve your credit, about investment education. This is what people are gravitating to. And we have a work from home business that's all about that. And we make some serious money on a weekly basis, get paid every Friday.
Awesome. I love it. And I wanted to share a little bit, if I may, about your business. Just wanted to bring it up.
Yes.
Dollars with cents. So that's your econ. So can you tell us a little bit about the econ? I know you said people can actually make money. Um, can you share with that? And maybe we could share a little bit of the opportunity video.
That's excellent because my econ is the name of the company. Now, my econ stands for my economy. You know, you always hear people talk about the economy, like the American economy, the global economy, the local or state economy. But what about your economy? Before the pandemic, the American economy was doing great, just trucking right along. But how was your economy? See, your life in your household, that is an economy. So you got to face yourself in the mirror and say, how is my economy? That's why we started this company out of Atlanta, Georgia, called My Econ, short for My Economy. And My Econ's mission is to teach personal financial success. Everybody desires financial success. No one really wants to be a financial failure. But there are 4 obstacles that causes financial failure. See, 90% of the people do not achieve financial success. There are 4 obstacles that causes that. Number one, inflation. I was just telling you, get ready. It's getting
Yes.
ready to happen again. Cost of living, inflation has been averaging 3 to 5% per year since the Great Depression in 1929. Sometimes higher, sometimes lower, but it's been averaging 3 to 5%. Now take the next one. It's going to be the next one is simply this. The next one is taxation. See, the government hits you for about 1/3 of your money before you even see your money. Now imagine if you make $6,000 a month. That means you got a good job. You make $6,000 a month before taxes and other deductions. But now the government will take 1/3 of that money off the bat. It's called taxes. If you lost 1/3 of 6,000, you just lost $2,000, which means you go home with a net pay of 4,000. That's what you pay all of your living expenses with. Now, let's say you're conservative. You're doing pretty good in money management. Great. Let's say it only cost you 3,500. You've done good. Why do I say that? Because you have what's called a financial surplus at the end of the month, where most people have a financial deficit at the end of the month. And let me explain what that means. A financial deficit means that you got more month at the end of your check, which is where most people are. They got more month at the end of their check. In your case, in this scenario, you got $500 left at the end of the month. But before you celebrate, let me show you what you don't want to celebrate about. Before you celebrate, please understand that you have a situation called you don't have no uh-oh money. Y'all know about uh-oh. You know, life happens, such as a major something happened with the car. You got $500, but that's not enough. You got to borrow. That's called uh-oh. Let's say a major something happens in the house, a major appliance goes down. You don't have $500 is not going to get it fixed. You got to borrow. That's uh-oh. You got to borrow, which takes us to the third obstacle, debt. 25% of average household debt money is tied up in debt payments with high interest rates because people have less than excellent credit scores. Oh, let me put a side note on this one. If you already have a less than stellar credit score right now before the pandemic, and all of a sudden you hit a brick wall, and now you can't make your payments, can't pay your rent or mortgage, can't pay your bills, that means you're going from the less than stellar straight to the cellar as far as your credit score. Well, we're going to help you to fix that. So now with that debt, then that leads you to the fourth problem. If you got inflation, taxation, and debt that's eating up all of your money, then when it comes to investments and saving for retirement, with what? And then where are you going to go? Because most people are lacking in financial intelligence when it comes to money. So where do we go? To the bank? Or where does the bank go with your money? To Wall Street? Well, I say let's bring Wall Street to Y'all Street. If the bank's going to Wall Street with your money, you should go to Wall Street with your money. That's the investment education that we provide in my econ. The 5 strategies of this. Number 1, correct tax withholding. That puts an extra $300 to $500 a month in your pocket immediately. It's like getting a pay raise on your job without asking for one. Number 2, minimize taxes. You now own a business working from home. You now change your tax status from W-2, which gives you 6 to maybe 8 deductions, to 1099. Those of you that own businesses know what I'm talking about. The tax laws were written in favor of business owners, which gives you over 400 deductions. We just educate you about those taxes. We take you straight to IRS.gov and teach you straight from their publications, their forms, and their documents, and the W-4 calculator. And if it's in black and white off of their website, you know it's got to be right. So now when we educate you, we're going to teach you what they say you can do. Now let's teach you how to do what they say you can do. And then we have a cash flow manager software app that comes with your membership that helps you keep proper records. The who, what, when, where, how much, and why, and take a picture of the receipt. See, we teach you these things. And then the third one, wow, debt elimination software. Teach you how to systematically, strategically wipe out all of your debt. And that creates cash flow because every time you pay off a debt, it puts more money back in your pocket. And as you pay down debt, it improves your debt to income ratio, which improves your credit score, which lowers your interest rate, which puts more money back in your pocket. And speaking of credit score, we also have the 4th strategy, a do-it-yourself credit improvement program. Oh, yes, ma'am. I will be teaching that one at 6 p.m. Central. That's every day. But today, man, boy, we're teaching you how to do it yourself. Instead of paying somebody $700 to do a 35% fix, why don't you learn how to do everything yourself and get a 100% fix and be able to increase your credit score by hundreds of points? This is what I'm teaching. I'm going to tell you what it did for me. I went through a traumatic experience called a divorce that left me broke, busted, disgusted, and homeless with a 425 credit score. What I teach now has been able to help me to bring my credit score from 425 to 750. And no, I am no longer broke, busted, nor disgusted. But I want you to understand the last one. The final strategy that we teach is investment. I don't sell investments. I left that career a long time ago. I was with American Express Financial Advisors. I was a regional vice president with Primerica Financial Services. I'm not in the selling, I'm in the education. In the investment arena, let's get educated about what are investments. What are the different kinds? How do they work? How do you find the one that fits your objective? How do you find one that fits your time horizon? What about understanding how you find the ones that get you where you want to be when you want to be there? And most importantly, how about getting you educated on investment terminologies? Now you become an informed, educated investor with some money of significance to invest with. That's how you get the financial freedom. In other words, we help you to identify here's a question. This is for everybody. What is your financial freedom date? And what is your financial freedom number? What's your financial freedom number? Now, before you try to answer the question, let me give you a clue. What do I mean? The financial freedom date is what year at the latest do you desire to retire? What year at the latest? Let me get this thing up. Get out of the way.
There we go.
What year at the latest do you desire to retire? That's your financial freedom date. And now the financial freedom number, what is the minimum monthly income do you desire to have upon retirement? Now, most people don't have a clue of what the financial freedom date is, nor the financial freedom number. Most people think that the financial freedom date is when I turn 65. No, it's not. No. Got a lot of people out there that's 65 and 70 right now still working. Why? Because they cannot afford to stop working. Well, we teach you a strategy how to develop your specific game plan. That's what we do. By the way, that's the income shifting membership. That's what we're doing, helping people fix their financial lives, Lotus. And this is why people are gravitating to this program saying, yes, how do I get started? And I just say, well, just go to the person that invited you to this webinar. They have a website. Click on their join now and you get enrolled. And for $29.95, that's a one-time investment and it's a tax deduction. But also with that $29.95 one time, folks, that's a tax deduction. That means the government gonna pay for it because it's a tax write-off. Well, here's what else you're gonna get. The company said you pay $29.95, the company gonna pay out $25. The company pay you $25 every time somebody goes to your website and enroll in the income shifting membership to start improving their life. That's how we help you help others better themselves. And then after the first 30 days, well, there is a $34.95 monthly renewal. So that $34.95, here's all you have to do. The $34.95 covers your membership. Now, what do you get in that membership? You get a world-class website. This is an example of what Lotus is showing you now of her website. That's just the homepage. But and also you're going to get a world-class business system. Understand business system is different from self-employment. See, it's a matter of not about how much you get paid. It's a matter of how you get paid. You got two ways to get paid. One is called income. The other is called revenue. Now, income, well, here's the money doctor definition. If you don't go in, it won't come, period. Now, a lot of people have discovered me telling the truth on that one. When they had the now, all of a sudden, because of the pandemic, they can't work. You don't go in, money don't come. What else do we have to look at? That's either an employee or a person who's self-employed. Those who are self-employed right now, you know what I'm talking about. But now look at the other side, it's called revenue. See, revenue is where you get paid for what you don't do. This is what you have to learn. The new norm is going to take you there. You got to learn how to not let somebody else control the purse strings in your life. Because when somebody else controls the purse strings, that means they control when you get paid, how you get paid, how much you get paid. They control you, and everybody are connected to you. So here's what we do. We help you to own your own business. That is your golden parachute. See, own your own business is a low-cost investment, one time for yourself. But you get something of value. The income shifting membership is making you money. And you're going to get the training and education. You are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. And somebody who has a business, they ask me, well, what benefits do I get? I already own a business. Well, the benefits you get is just the way you get paid. You're going to get leverage pay and residual pay. Leverage pay means you're going to get paid on what thousands of other people do. Leverage pay is like Amazon. What do they manufacture? Absolutely nothing. But they get paid on everything. And what about eBay? What do they manufacture? Absolutely nothing. But they sell everything. But let's go take a look at another way we get paid. Residual. You got residual bills. Why not have some residual pay to exceed those residual bills? What's a residual? You do something one time and get paid every month after month for years, just like your cell phone, like your internet, like your cable, light bill, gas bill, and you can name some others. Those are bills you pay. Why not get a residual pay system that you get paid off of like that? And then last but certainly not least, get paid on what you do personally. But what happens if you don't feel like working or if you get sick? That's okay. Residual and leverage allows you to get paid what I call wake up and roll over money instead of wake up and roll out to go get some money.
I told you, I was bringing a financial guru, not someone who just wanted to tell you that you could make money, but someone who's helping you to leverage how you get paid, someone who's helping you control your own purse strings. Because after all, why just survive when you can really thrive? That's the thing we're teaching you here today. And now, if you like what he's saying, go ahead and put a number 3 in the box below. That's right. Put a number 3 in the comment box below. You know why? Because we want to know. We want to know if you're really tracking. Are you really following what he's saying? Are you really taking notes? Because guess what? If you're in a situation now that you don't like, and it's not an abundant situation, if you don't do anything about it in the now, next year, this same time, you'll be right where you are today. And what if another pandemic happens? Where will you be? Will you be better than you were this time, or will you be worse? That's the question. Why just survive when you can thrive?
Can I say something on what you just said?
Please, yes.
You said, what would happen if another pandemic comes? What would happen if the current pandemic extends? See, it's not over yet.
Exactly.
So I want to encourage everyone. These are your guests. We got a special webinar tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time, and I will ask them to come as your guests. And the site to go to for this webinar tonight is free, is www.myecon, that's MYECON, myecon, like my economy, myecon.com. So, no, excuse me, myecon BPM, like business presentation meeting. So, myecon.bpm.com. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, we have a billionaire. I'm just a millionaire. See, it take 1,000 million to make a billion. But he got 1,000 of them. But that's my mentor. That's the one who took me under his wings when I was broke, busted, and disgusted. He taught me the ways of the wealthy. I became a millionaire. Now I'm teaching. But I also sit under the table. Not under the table. I sit down and listen and learn from the billionaire mentor. So that's tonight at 9 p.m. Folks, come as Lotus's guest, and all of a sudden you will be empowered. You're talking about economic empowerment. This is economic empowerment when you become financially educated. And I'm not talking about getting a degree in finance and banking and economics. That is not financial education. That's called get a degree and go get a job. I'm talking about learn about your money, because your money is making money for somebody. And if it's not making money for you, trust me, it is making money for everybody but you. We want you to learn how to make money using your money. And we're going to help you bring Wall Street to Y'all Street.
Awesome. I love it. So if you've liked this broadcast, don't forget, this is really not about me. This is not about the money doctor. This is about you, helping you to leverage your life, leverage how you get paid. Don't let someone else control your purse strings, because we all have to have residual income. I wonder how many people really know their financial number. What is your financial number that you want to retire with? Now, so many people have retired in their 60s and 70s, and some people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s are still working. And oftentimes because they didn't know what their financial number was, and also because they didn't know what their financial freedom date was, because they didn't plan for it. But what about the people that planned for it and lost everything they had? They had to start again. They had to make new investments. They had to do it themselves. But guess what? We're going to show you how. We're going to show you how to do it yourself. We're going to show you how to ensure that you are understanding what debt elimination is. We're going to help you, especially business owners, maximize your taxes. We're going to talk to you about what taxation is, and most importantly, what inflation is. Because if you haven't seen the gas prices, Doctor, I'm going to tell you something. We got a text on this morning, I think. You know, the gas prices were really low until they opened things back up. Now the gas prices have skyrocketed. So people were going out, especially our frontliners, our nurses, our postal workers, our doctors, our delivery people, just people who had to work, the frontliners. They were going out and the gas was minimized, which was great. But now the cost of living is increasing, okay? Because now gas is going up. Everything else is going up. Why? Because people are coming out. So inflation is already occurring, whether you believe it or not. And this is a thing. You can make money right from the comfort of your home. You can make money. And let me tell you something, folks. If you have not taken one note, you need to take some notes. I encourage you. I invite you. Why? Because note takers are money makers. So with that said, Dr. Money himself, Mr. Dexter Sadler, and I are here. We are so happy that we were able to share some information with you about econ, about how we can help you help yourself ignite and take flight. And join us tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.myeconbpm.com. So, Doc, go ahead.
And tell a friend, tell somebody. See,
Yes.
This is empowerment. Invite somebody, because the knowledge, folks, when's the last time you had an opportunity to have a billionaire teach you how to become financially successful? And it didn't charge you nothing. The only thing you're going to pay is attention, the price of some time, 30 minutes. Invite somebody. If each one reach one and we all can teach one, that's how we change America. That's how we change your household. That's how we change lives. And that was my comment. Yeah, what happened?
I'm still here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. What would you say to people who are skeptical? I just moved over. I gave you the platform because I want people to make sure they can see the words and understand the words that's coming out of your mouth. So what would you tell people who are skeptical about doing something that's going to help them take control of their lives financially?
Well, let me say this. There has been so many people that have a testimony that I love to share, that they said, and I get comments from them, that because of what they have been learning prior to this pandemic. See, I always do what's called the money moment with the money doctor on Facebook Live. You can Facebook friend request me. I am Dexter Sadler. There are 2 or 3 Dexter Sadlers in the Facebook, but there's only one with a white lab coat and a stethoscope, the money doctor. That would be me. And I do teachings. And by the way, the one that I did this past Sunday, I encourage you to go to that one on Sunday. And the topic was don't jump out there too soon. Don't jump out there too soon was my message. But now here is the message that you're going to get tonight. You're going to learn about how business works. We're talking about business in America. You're going to learn about economic empowerment. You're going to learn some things that they never taught you in school. But now there are some who say, Dexter, sound like a scam. Sounds too good to be true. Well, I got evidence of a lot of people prior to this pandemic. They say that their lives are so much better during this pandemic than what it would have been had they not had the income shifting membership. They started learning the things and applying the strategies that has transformed their lives. They are having a financial inconvenience when most other people are having a financial crisis. That is the difference. And for those who might say, well, it's a scam, scam alert. Let me give you the scam alert. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying what I've said to those who call me a scam. I said that scam, you are still confused about money. SCAM. Well, those who have applied the income shifting strategies through the membership, they are now in a better position than they ever would have been. And they are investing. This is the time to invest. This is not the time to sell out of your 401k, 403b, whatever you might have. It's time to add to it because the price is down. It's a fire sale in the stock market. And by the way, don't you fall for the okie doke. Here's the okie doke again. They make you think that, well, the stock market is down, everything is bad. Let me tell you something. There are plenty of companies that's making plenty of money out there today. There are millionaires being created today. Well, let me tell you something. Well, yeah, Neiman Marcus, they filed bankruptcy. But let me tell you who did not. Walmart. Walmart, yep. Their stock price went up higher than it has ever been in the history of Walmart. There are companies making plenty of money, okay? What about the manufacturing plants that was reorganized to do what? Medical supply manufacturing all of a sudden. Folks, they're making millions and billions. What about Amazon? Last year, they made over 11 billion, paid zero taxes. The year before that, 9 billion, paid zero taxes. That's the power of the benefit of business ownership, tax advantages. Y'all better get here. You better come to Money School. Lotus is giving you a free invitation. We just gave you the address for Money School tonight. That's going to be right there at myecombpm.com. Don't miss it.
And let me share one more comment because we have a phenomenal guest. He was on our show earlier this week. He's an author, he's a businessman, and he's come from nothing to something. And it took a lot of hard work. So he knows about having someone else hold the purse string. So Bernardo Garcia from Texas said, this is the time to take action, massive action, and we must adapt to this new change. COVID-19 will not disappear. We must learn to live with it with safety and precautions so we can move forward. But this is the primary thing he said. This is the time to take action, massive action. We must adapt to new changes because guess what? If we don't adapt to changes and if we don't deal with life, life is going to deal with us. So with that being said, I want to invite you and encourage you to join us tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, www.myeconbpm.com. And after this broadcast, I'll have a link right above the broadcast or even in the broadcast so that you can come on and use this link as you come in and change how you leverage how you're being paid and begin to control your own purse strings. So with that being said, we appreciate you and we love you and we wish you much success. And as Ruth Verby said, thrive in this crisis by taking action. So thank you, Ruth. And to all of you that have joined us, I thank you. I appreciate you. I send you much love, light, and success in your life as you not survive, but thrive. We thank you and we'll see you next time.
Welcome to the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. We are here to inspire and empower you and ignite the fire of success within you so that you can ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We are here tonight with another great show with another powerful influencer.